Have you ever seen someone on screen and thought, wow, she is completely confident in herself? Well, that is exactly how Nancy McKeon made everyone feel during her most unforgettable moments on television and in public appearances. From her famous roles to her bold fashion choices, she left a mark that people still talk about. But who exactly is Nancy McKeon, and why did her style and personality make her impossible to forget? Stick around, because this story is full of surprises that will make you see her in a completely new light. Nancy McKeon became a household name as Jo Polniaczek on the hit television show The Facts of Life. If you grew up watching the 1980s and 1990s, you probably remember her tough, no-nonsense character. Jo was fearless, witty, and never afraid to speak her mind. But what many people did not realize at the time was how Nancy herself shared some of that same confidence off-screen. Even outside of acting, Nancy had a style that grabbed attention. She did not just follow trends. She made bold choices that showed she was comfortable in her own skin. Whether it was a daring dress, a playful outfit, or a casual look that still turned heads, Nancy always knew how to make people notice her. But it was not just about fashion. It was about the way she carried herself. There's something magnetic about someone who is unapologetically themselves, and Nancy had that in spades. Every appearance felt like she was saying, I know who I am, and I am not afraid to show it. People often remember the characters an actor plays, but sometimes the real-life personality can be even more fascinating. Nancy had a charm that made cameras love her. She could smile, pose, and express herself in ways that made people pause and admire. It was not over the top or fake. It was natural, and that is what made her stand out. Some fans have shared stories of meeting Nancy in person. They say she is friendly, approachable, and genuinely kind. But at the same time, she gives off this strong confidence that makes people respect her. That combination of warmth and boldness is rare. Not everyone can pull it off, but Nancy did it effortlessly. In interviews, Nancy was often asked about her roles, her career, and her style choices. And instead of giving boring or scripted answers, she spoke honestly. She did not try to be someone she was not. That honesty added to her allure. People did not just see a beautiful actress. They saw a real person with real opinions and a strong personality. It is also worth mentioning that Nancy did not let the media define her. She made her own choices and did not follow every expectation placed on her. That level of independence is inspiring. It shows that confidence is not about pleasing everyone. It is about being true to yourself. When looking back at her most memorable appearances, one thing is clear. Nancy McKeon left nothing to the imagination when it came to her confidence. She was not shy. She was not hesitant. She knew her strengths and did not hide them. And that honestly is more inspiring than any outfit or photo. But here's the thing. Confidence like Nancy's is not just about looks or clothes. It is about presence. It is about how someone makes you feel when they are in the room. Nancy had that presence. She had the ability to make people stop, notice, and think, wow, she owns herself. That kind of energy is rare and unforgettable. And maybe that is why, even after all these years, people still talk about her. Not just for what she wore or how she looked, but for the boldness she showed in living her life her way. She did not let fear stop her. She did not follow rules just because they were there. She made her own path, and she did it with style and confidence. So, what can we learn from Nancy McKeon? Confidence is not something you wear like a costume. It is something you carry inside. And when you show it, people notice. You do not need to follow a script to make an impression. You just need to be yourself. Nancy McKeon's story reminds us that courage and self-assurance can make you unforgettable. She left a lasting impression not because she tried too hard, but because she embraced who she was. And that is something that everyone can admire, no matter where you come from or what you do. So, next time you see someone who seems completely confident in themselves, think about Nancy McKeon. She showed that being bold, being real, and being unapologetically you is one of the most powerful things anyone can do. Remember her name. remember her courage, and remember that confidence can leave a mark stronger than anything else.